Whoop, whoop, yeet, yeet. What's up, Bearcats? It's Tuesday night. It's a late HMG late start NXT watch along. Hope you're all having a great day. Hope you're all having a great week. Always appreciating. It's a pleasure getting to hang out and chill with you guys. Starting in the middle of a pretty entertaining, pretty good little piece of business here with the family.
What do you got for me, States? Saquon Sugars. This guy's the wild card at Dark State. Real slick city kid from BC. Did a little wrestling in high school, but he earned his degree from the pavement. So we got a not so smart kind of guy, huh? Actually, Don, this guy turned down an offer from Harvard. Why? I'm not sure why. I had to use all my connections with this one. But the thing people kept saying is, people follow him. They listen to him. What, because of fear? Nah. This guy's a smooth talker. He's a charmer.
Like, this is a fantastic segment. Like, it's introduced, like, basically, this is the introduction of characters to Dark State. Like they're having the family, like, explain who each of these characters are. I love, this is a fantastic segment.
It's all right. This is what we're going to do. We got to take the fight to him. Fight fire with freaking fire. We got to go after him. I enjoy the enthusiasm, but you and I both know these guys aren't dummies. They're dangerous. You gotta. This is your temper talking. I know you want to get to these guys. We all do. But the last time we put together a plan, it didn't work out so well for me. So I'm going to need you to trust me. Like I trusted you. Trust me? Yeah, I trust you, D. Good. Now listen, I'm going to review everything you guys just said. I appreciate the intel. Keep your phones on. All right?
This was very well done. I thought this was fantastic.
We need you to listen, all right? To be stars, you need to look like stars. Stars that bright. Shut up! Shut up! Boy, yes, shut up. Team, right? So you need to be the team. It's like the honk honk. You can't just say honk honk. You need to feel the honk honk. Team wrestling, you gotta feel it. You gotta let it brew inside. You gotta feel it. I feel it. I feel something. I feel something. A few minutes. Well, you're about to get your asses kicked. Again. Lead a horse to water, boy. Hey, you still got this. You got this. Hey, you got this. You got this.
Good stuff, Bell. Give me Hank and Tank. Whoop, whoop. All right, we're getting a little bit of a feed issue here. I don't know what's going on, but it's back to normal. Dude, these foreign Netflix like bumpers are awesome, man. It's like when you're on hold for on the phone and they put that kick-ass one on. Dude, what I've seen of NXT so far, and it's been a pretty damn good show. Whoop, whoop. Try to lean. I'll turn my headset off so you guys can hear it. Like, dude, if you were put on hold and you got that, you'd be like, all right, at least I got some chill music, pal. We jamming, pal. Whoop, whoop. So everybody's having a good week, having a great day so far, pal, man. It's been a weird one. Hey, what's up, Gam? Good to see you, pal. It's now Pete. Pete. For Pete's Coffee. How you doing, man? Always a pleasure to see you. Hope all's well with you. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, happy April Fool's Day, pal.
Conversation thinking about him. And by the way, I'm sure he's here right now.
We are. Fuck it up. There's not a bigger honor on the planet than the brief time you're the captain or you're the quarterback of World Wrestling Entertainment. An entrance befitting the quarterback of the team, Cody Rhodes. I get in my feelings a bit about him.
Okay, who hasn't already seen this? Like, why are we seeing this video package again?
This is gonna sound so crazy. So many people. WrestleMania 39. I'm under the stage.
Hey, what's up, Logan James? Good to see you, pal. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, nothing so far, but hey, you know, with the TNA connection, who knows, man? But how you been, pal? Yeet. Hey, what's going on, lad, Brad? Always a pleasure, man. Whoop, whoop, yeet, yeet. Hope you're having a good day, too. Yeah, pal. Get me all those packages.
Rage, aggression. To much of the world, those are glaring negatives. But not to you. You were the first to see those as a strength of mine. Finding true purpose and meaning in life, you gave me the roadmap to my new life. So now you gotta retrace those steps and find victory tonight.
You brought us all together. And look
multiple legs of a chair. But it's all in support of you and your efforts tonight as North American champion, representing the culling.
I'd like to use the cliche of how much I truly admire each and every one of you and your unique skill sets. You're all aware of how much I cherish you all. Tonight, those skills and those traits that I passed along to you, that we passed along to each other, all used to vanquish Ricky.
Hey, what's up, Gruss? What to do with you, pal? Whoop, whoop. Hope all is well, pal. Always a pleasure. And speaking of always a pleasure, it's Sonic. How you doing, man? Whoop, whoop. Hope you had a good Tuesday, pal. Yeet. Oh yeah, the swipe right dudes I heard about on they played one of their promos on Keeping It 100. Crew's in the house, pal. Whoop, whoop. Throw it up. Dude, Hank and Tank, I like these guys. Like, they're entertaining. Give me the super crop tops, pal. Yeah, they're fun to watch, man. I like them. I might need to do a refresh here. It's like a little, yeah, it's like a refresh is in order. One sec. He's got to go through the whole process of pop-ups and ads and all that shiz. All right, there we go. All right, there we go. I mean, with, I mean, the fact that he's already been, pinned by Gunther twice. What happened last night? Yeah, if he doesn't go over, how do you come back from that? Like, how do you come back from that? Yeah, I know. Like they've somehow managed to make themselves like a more fun show to watch. Rampage time, pal. Yeah, like you can build and structure that match into a in a way where there's that one very, very slim 3-second window where Jay can get that 3 count, and he does. And then, yeah. I mean, yeah, it pretty much is Sammy.
Our general manager has been busy tonight with the women's division. You gotta wonder what she's thinking about when it comes to the NXT Tag Team titles and the Tag Team division here. So we saw the social media posts, and there's a man who certainly is not the same as he once was. Trick Williams is coming to the ring. Find out.
Get me Trick Williams, pal. Whoop whoop. Good show so far, pal. Okay, so we're going with Oba. So it's like we might be going with Oba Femi and Trick Williams at Stand and Deliver, which I could see happening, or here's where I can see that going down is Oba Femi going over to basically Trick passes the torch to Oba while he goes to the main roster. Of course, that's kind of obvious. We all figured that out. All right, doggo 1 cent. Luckily, as well, it's a commercial break. So be right back, pal. Whoop whoop. All right, sorry guys, we back. Whoop whoop. See, these commercials, so the commercial breaks are basically like, or these bumpers. You basically call it like being on hold with some jamming on hold music, and just random clips of NXT and NXT wrestlers. Ooh, Strawberry Jack, nice. Hey pal, sign those NDAs. Oh, dude, they could have run with that gimmick of I didn't catch the part earlier where Stephanie Vaquer gave up the North American title. I didn't catch that. They could have ran with that gimmick for at least a month where you got Stephanie defending both belts, every week, and then eventually she loses the North American to somebody like, at Stand and Deliver. You could have ran that to Stand and Deliver. And then she drops the North American to whoever you want to get over.
Has a flair for the dramatic, for the presentation.
Remember, he's go back to his entrances.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
To be there at WrestleMania, especially with your husband, is pretty much the coolest thing that there is.
WrestleMania. It's time to play again.
True, but what I'm talking about doing though is it's like every week leading up into Stand and Deliver, she defends both belts every night. And every night she walks away with both belts until Stand and Deliver. Like Lance Storm never defended all the belts in one night. Wait, yeah, he did. Shit, there was that one night he did. Damn, I forgot about that. Give me Starrcade 96, pal. Remember that? Damn. Dude, that dude had so many damn belts. Imagine if Ultimo Dragon in the 90s showed up in AEW. And then get him and Mercedes in the same segment. Or in the same shot.
radio show. I know it's a CW network, but don't get it twisted. Every Tuesday, and turn to the TW network. Over.
How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet they can do another celebration when Collision passes that number?
Y'all don't want me to shine. Y'all don't want me to be that dog. Y'all don't want me to get back to the top. But I did it. No. Hey, Trey, I'll be real.
Going full John Cena, pal.
I know why you upset. But hey, that's collateral damage, man. It's time for the grown folks to start talking. You know, Trey, I ain't gonna lie. I was sure about what you did last week.
I don't. Man, I must forgot that.
I understand you now. Like Trey, let me ask you a question, bro. When did you know it was your time? That sounds familiar, don't it? I understand what spot you in right now because this time last year, you was me. When Trick Willie won the NXT Championship, he became NXT's Golden Child. That sounds familiar too, don't it? Yeah. And just like you, brother, I want that number one spot. But the difference between me and you is I don't need to break out somebody's shadow to get to that number one spot. You feel me? I'm ready right now. Crazy thing is, Javon, you in Trick Williams' shadow right now. What you know about being an NXT champion, dog? What you know about selling the tickets, doing the media? What you know about having the brand on your back? You can't relate. What you know about being the agent? Hey, man, look, winning the title, that's great, man. But carrying the title, defending the title, that's a whole nother ball game. And you can't hold that title like I can hold that title. I won a one, believe it.
Oh, yeah, now I'm starting to remember that now. Okay.
You say you a champion. Trey, you don't know who the hell you is, do you? Bro, you ain't Trick Williams. You Carmelo Hayes. Crazy. And it makes sense. It makes sense. Because everything that you telling me right now is everything Melo told you a year ago. And if you ask me, that makes you a damn hypocrite. So you gonna try to water me down and make yourself feel better? But since you want to talk about it, I've done something that no one has done, including you, and that's drop over 50. Javon, why don't you do me a favor and say all that nonsense to my face? Huh? You really think you did something there? Oh, congratulations. You dropped the ruler. Lucky shot. Bro. Never again. Bro, Trey. Stop playing with me like I don't got your number, bro.
Yeah, this has been a very extremely underwhelming WrestleMania build this year.
Did you forget about that one? Because if we want to take history, I only needed one more second to change history. You know what I mean? I only needed one more second to change history. And you would not have beat Trick for the title because I would have had it. You know what? As a matter of fact, I'll drop your ass again to become an NXT champion in Las Vegas. How about that? Better luck next year, dog. You've talked enough.
I can see that happening. If they want to take the belt off of Oba, that's a way to do it and protect him.
all I see is a small boy with big dreams and aspirations. And while you might be the future of NXT, your success will not be at the expense of the ruler stand and deliver. Because whether you like it or not, Javon, you live in the present, you live in the now, and the now belongs to Oba. Family.
Yeah. That's exactly what I'm talking about, dog. Hey, listen, stand and deliver season. The NBC title between Oba Finley and Trick Williams. For the last time, Javon, please excuse yourself.
You spent less time talking. Maybe you would still be champion right now. But you're not. And I can see that the both of you want a shot at the NXT championship.
All right. You know, I've seen this before, and there's only one way that this is going to end.
You called it, Gruss.
Obafemi will defend his NXT championship against Trick Williams.
You called it, Gruss. Give me Dark State, pal. That's actually a pretty impressive triple team. Triple threats all around, pal. Dude. Yeah, that was. Woof. Yeah, let's just say that's not my pool to dip into. Dude, that would not surprise me. That would not surprise me. Yeah, and Rebellion's running that same weekend too. So then and they're essentially WWE adjacent, where I'm sure we're gonna have NXT talent on that show. Yeah, I like triple threat eliminations or with the elimination in there sometimes. Maybe some, maybe not all. So you gotta change it up a little bit. Yeah, for real. Like that's so much shit to promote. Not enough time, not enough manpower or resources. And we might have the resources.
Page last week. So I don't know what your next question is. Unfortunately, there's no timetable for crack ribs. Let me ask this: do you ever ride home? I'm all alone. Hey, Mr. Chase. Doc, we got him. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Mr. Chase, you're not alone. We got you. I'll take you home. Don't even worry about it. Let's go. Come on. Come on. We got you, brother. Come on. Let's go. Take it easy.
Smash Cody, pal.
That's not bad, bro.
Which honestly, that should be the booking if you really want to get. Otherwise, Cena, it's basically the end of Cena's heel turn right there.
You lost it. Nathan, why do you have to be so rude? What, would you rather me lie to him? No, don't lie, but be supportive.
Give me backstage Brawl Jones, pal.
You know, let her embarrass themselves. All right, I'll say. It might look like we have a lot. Sure, we have this title, but
Yeah, that's a good point, Sonic. Forgot about that. Yeah, like it doesn't like, for example, like in the in Javon Oba trick, Oba has to get pinned, and no, we cannot pin him yet. No.
here's the deal, though. We are kind of like the hottest thing going around in WWE Evolve. And when it's our Hardy Boys. See, we run Evolve, you guys run NXT. Two of us want to know how we measure up with you boys. Hondo! All right, well, me and my amigo here, we don't back down from a challenge, so you're on. Let's go. And you must really crush it with the ladies with those accents, right? That's right. Man, there's a lot of talent here. I'll tell you, Roxanne, she's a prodigy, but she's also a smoke show. That's how does the show, bro. We'll see you guys next week.
All right, these dudes are totally like California American versions of those two hockey players from Letterkenny. Honestly, yeah, that's how I see them handling it. Like, they're gonna fuck that up. That would be like, remember when it would be like when Hulk Hogan faced the Giant hog wild after turning heel to Bash at the Beach, and the Giant goes over. Like, huh? All right, this act's dead in the water.
Her stand deliver opponent for whom she will defend the NXT Women's Championship against. That's it. But it's kind of may continue forever all the way up until stand deliver. But think about this: all of these women who
Dude, Lab Rat, that would actually not be a bad pre-show match idea. Like, that would actually be like a funny pre-show match thing.
wherever you are watching around, it has been thus far here on NXT, and I mean, not to mention just these qualifying matches, because we know we're going to have a lot. Also, our earlier Booker, triple threat, Oba, Shabbat, Trick for the NXT title. How about the fact that Dark State left all the cameras in catching the Atlas came over.
Yes! R-Truth, the special ref. Absolutely. They...
In this matchup, but it is the Prodigy looking to head to a third straight championship match.
And that would not be a hard match to put together. Like it's okay. You have two guys in mascot costumes going at it at each other. Okay, this is clearly a choreographed thing. They're working together, rehearsing things, but then one dude starts getting pissed off and getting heated on him, and all of a sudden it turns real. I should say real. Yeah, they straight up had Colonel Sanders in the ring doing elbow drops off the top rope. TikTok Battle Royal, pal.
Smiles and happy to be here.
I know he was one of them. I think there were several people who did them. Let me check. Okay, there were two. Yeah, it was Dolph Ziggler and The Miz. Yeah, they both portrayed the Colonel. So I remember The Miz did. It's like, okay, it was just the two of them. Give me commercial break, Jones, pal. Oh, wait, we're back. Lab Rat, they could, with the universes that are set up and connected, they can make that happen. They could absolutely make that happen. All of a sudden, Nick Nemeth and Nick and The Miz find themselves at the Lake of Reincarnation. They get knocked in. They both pop up as the Colonel. He's here to spice the world. I forgot. I didn't. I think it was the official like Colonel Sanders mascot account. I think, or was it might have been the official KFC account. They only follow 7 accounts. 2 random dudes named Herb and the 5 Spice Girls. 7 herbs and spices.
I don't know if I can look at this game for you. I'll call it your wuss. Look at Perez.
Dude, you got to appreciate the creativity. That's brilliant.
Superstar of the year. Slammy's gonna be live at WWE World.
How funny would it be if it was an Herb Abrams parody account that he followed?
It was Kalani who won a in Vegas already. He's going to be first. Both women back up. Who is in control at least for a moment. Nice standing switch. Essentially already hit their arm. You know that Roxanne Perez obviously that arm is setting up that cross face that has won her so many matches, championships here in NXT as well. She's trying to battle back in this match. Trying to get pretty. Roxy Payne. Drops Kalani, drop
Mm. She was working your arm. Why are you going to give her an Irish whip? If anything, like as soon as you pull that arm out of the way, you're holding that arm, trying to get away, and then kicking her from you. Lost audio there for a sec, pal. There we go.
This going to be enough. Nope. Of the NXT universe, and it's been a fever pitch. They've been on the edge of the seats. What a night this has been. It started with the terrible favorite, with Vince. Let's find out a triple threat match for the NXT Championship and stand clear between Overbeck, Trick Williams, and Javon Evans. To this being the second qualifying match tonight, not to mention, Corey, as you brought up, Dark State coming out here and wreaking more havoc. The women's locker room right now, they're trying to figure out these qualifying matches. Roxanne Perez and Vince McMahon Roxanne is locked in on not again. Not again. This is what you have to do. Roxanne knows you've got to be ruthless. Goes back to that killer instinct you both were talking about earlier, and we've wondered, has Kalani Jordan found that killer instinct? Does the latter still view Jordan as that little sister that they once did?
She's injured. I don't believe that she's trying to.
We're learning a lot more about Kalani tonight.
Yeah, he's been on this entire match working my left arm, but I can still use it to whip you off the ropes. Like, if I'm the agent who's assigning this match and then I'm seeing this, that's the feedback I'm giving. Kalani, she works the shit out of your arm. How are you able to Irish whip her with that arm? How are you able to launch yourself over the top rope? Slingshot yourself over the top rope, like. Thank you, Corey Graves, for at least trying to cover that. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I'm kind of out of this one. It's. Whoop, whoop. Yep, there goes all that arm heat. All that arm heat meant nothing. But all that arm heat meant nothing. Right, so her finisher is a split-legged moonsault called One of a Kind. Gee, I wonder where she got that from.
Ever since you made me GM of Evolve, they've been nothing but a headache every Wednesday. I had no idea they were even showing up.
There, deal with them tomorrow night on Tubi, okay, Stevie? Let's talk about Stamina and the Liver. All right, triple threat match for the NXT title, ladder match to declare a new women's North American champion. I mean, Stephanie gets to pick her own.
Look, Rob, all of that is great, okay? But right now, my focus is Dark State. You guys have seen what they've done for the past couple of weeks, what they did tonight. I mean, trying to intimidate me? No, that's not going to work. I'm over it. They keep saying they don't want to wait. Fine. 6-man tag next week. They can pick who competes.
Well, who are their opponents going to be?
The main event of Stand and Deliver. Obafemi, Javon Evans, Trick Williams. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's huge.
Ricky Sainz, tonight you have your first ever next against the North American.
Get me Ricky Saints, pal.
The last time we saw you.
Be the new North American
Yeah, pal. Whoop, whoop. Commercial break, pal. I'm gonna guys jam out to these tunes while I go grab some sodas. Be right back, pal. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. We back. Yeah, whoop to the whoop, whoop, pal. I mean, yeah, that's kind of scary how the similarities between Tony Khan and Ray Abrams, man. It is kind of frightening, dude. That is a wee bit frightening.
The Fountain Blue in Las Vegas is the official hotel of WrestleMania 41 and will host the 2025 WWE Hall of Fame ceremony on Friday, April the 18th. Undertaker One Dead Man Show will take place Saturday, April the 19th. The Roast of WrestleMania featuring Tony Khan and friends on Sunday on April 22nd. All tickets are on sale right now via Ticketmaster. It's like always, they just want some money. I've been focused on the future, never on right now.
I don't think that's too qualified for that match. I know you didn't become U.S. champion, but I want you out there with me to stand and deliver.
Oh, dude, I totally will. Don't worry about it.
Did you guys just see that? One of the greatest champions in NXT history.
I know. It's not. Congrats.
So I'm calling my shot and I'm winning that match.
I love the confidence, sweetheart, but not this time.
It's going to be either me or Zarya to become the new NXT North American champion. Wait. But we're still
Nice people finish last, ain't that right, Soul?
okay. Just stop lying. You are not going to drive a wedge between Saruka. Not worth my time.
Saruka. You know what? I don't mind it.
I know you love it. So, flipper. Right.
Darkseid's gonna move, and no one knows when Darkseid's gonna strike. There's one thing you should know: no one is safe. Everyone here, go nuts! We forced ahead. We have the whole lot of looking over their shoulder for us.
Dude, good stuff right here. Like they're having it showing like a video from Darkseid's X account that they cut from the NXT parking lot. Good shit, pal.
Next week, it's three members of Dark State. Who will they face? Will they survive? Will they make it to Vegas? Six-man tag team next week live.
Yeah, they got it, dude. Put the money in the bag and nobody gets hurt. So we got to do a refresh. Why not now while we're doing entrances for the main event? No, honestly, that's actually pretty decent timing. Damn it. Sorry. This thing's giving me some trouble, pal. All right, there we go. We back. What the fuck? There we go. Okay. Yeah, I know, which is why it's perfect timing for this to happen. So we're good. We're back. Whoop, whoop. Yeet. I'm sorry, Pete.
See the North American champion flanked by Izzy Name, Nico Bates, and Brooks Jensen. Three individuals that the challenge set on winning gold as we go up to our ring announcer. The following contest scheduled for one fall is for the challenger from New Orleans, Louisiana, weighing 200 pounds.
Whoop, whoop. Main event time, pal. It's been a good NXT. Sorry, whenever Ricky Saints does that whole like, I started thinking Michael Jackson. You're to be that there, Shimona. Allegedly, it was a civil suit and there was no evidence. Dude, I will admit it was the if you guys ever watch, I don't know if you guys ever watched it, the Michael Jackson debate between Stevie slash Ben versus Razor Fist, moderated by Vince Russo. Like, I was kind of on the fence of, I wasn't all in, but I was definitely on like leaning towards, I think Michael Jackson did it. But then the way I watched Razor Fist just bring out receipts, court evidence for everything brought up against him, for every argument, I'm like, damn, Michael's innocent. My opinion, though, I came out of that thinking like, okay, damn, Michael was totally set up and being railroaded. Here was a key thing that Razor Fist had brought up when he said, anytime a new witness, whether they're a real or a fake one, comes out and says, hey, Michael did this to me, that counts as new evidence, legal, as far as, the law is concerned. So basically what that means is anybody can come out and say, yeah, Michael Jackson did this to me, and they can be completely full of shit, but because they legally file a claim and say that it happened, new evidence. So anyway, the main event, North American title, Shawn Spears defending against Ricky Saints, pal. Woo woo. Get me Rochambeau, pal. I kick you in the nuts as hard as I can, and you kick me in the nuts as hard as you can. We take turns, and whoever falls down first loses. Yeet. It does. So the female valet just kind of stands up. So the female, part of the group just kind of stands out there and doesn't pull the referee out, just stands there and watches her. Like she's right there in the shot watching the fall go down. Like she's not pulling the ref out of the ring. Like, I'm sorry, that took me right out of that. Like, I'm happy for Ricky. He deserves it. Hardworking dude finally getting his due. It's just the execution was not quite there. Like, why isn't Izzy Dame running in there to pull out the referee or break up the count to cause the DQ or something? The camera is like she has her standing outside, like, ah. Yeah, I'm not saying don't put Ricky over, but like you could have constructed a much better road to get there. Yep, and then we end the show with Ethan Page attacking Ricky Saints. Whew, all righty. And I think we're gonna do? Hold on one sec. Let me check something here. Alrighty, so let's see what thank you guys for stopping in and hanging out tonight. Always appreciate you. That's going to do it for us for the NXT watch along, but the party will continue in about 15-20 minutes. We're going to do an impromptu HMG After Dark of the Mick Foley Dark Side of the Ring episode. That should be a good one, a fun one to check out. But as far as the rest of the week goes, you can catch me on the Twitter, or as kids call it these days, the X, at LG Brandon Whoop. let's see. Tomorrow we got the HMG AEW Dynamite watch along. Of course, Wednesday Locker Room. Then Impact watch along on Thursday. Friday Locker Room. And then SmackDown watch along on Saturday. And then Smack Attack on Saturday. HMG After Dark on Saturday. And then Wreckage on Sunday. And then we're doing a watch along of AEW Dynasty. But as far as tonight goes, and of course, Monday Locker Room, Raw watch along, Impact Attack. Hey, always a pleasure, man. But the party's still going. The night's not over. We're going to take a 15, 20-minute break. Come back right here. Impromptu HMG After Dark. The new season of Dark Side of the Ring will be doing the Mick Foley episode. Hope to see you there, guys. We'll catch you right back here on the HMG YouTube channel. Take a break, go to the bathroom, get something to eat, get something to drink, take a smoke, whatever you need to do. We'll be right back. Whoop, whoop. 15, 20. Yeah, pal.